Hi, hello, welcome to the vlog. This is the Becoming Home series where we are working on creating a cohesive space in our new home. We have all of our junk here for the most part, but not a good plan of how to get it all situated. My husband took the cleaning supplies back to our apartment so he could clean that stuff up, but he's at work today. The stuff's there. I'm here, so we had to go get some more stuff. But then also we just picked it up from my brother's house. But then also we were gonna put liners and get the kitchen and bathroom situated for the most part because those are areas that aren't going to be touched in the renovation, which the renovation is going to be putting down flooring. Um, Eventually, at some point, my dad now has a job, so he's not going to be prioritizing getting that done anytime soon. So we might be living in the construction zone for a little bit. But there's still stuff that I wanted to know. Get out of boxes because I would like to live here. But my friend came to help me. I didn't realize that we didn't have all the stuff that we needed till we got over here. But she went to go get liners so that we could line the cabinets and stuff and put the things in there. And we're gonna try and get that done. She's got the day off from work and school. She's back in school to be a PA, I believe is what she's working on now. She kind of keeps changing it. We're gonna do what we can. That is a situation that we had at our apartment that we use for shoes and keys and hooks and stuff. Those are the keys to our house. I don't know. I don't know why they're inside our house. Um, okay, but this is what we used for like shoe storage and all that good stuff at our apartment. And this is where I think they messed up my floor. They messed up my wood floor. Oh my gosh. Hopefully that buffs out. Um, okay. But yeah, these kind of match each other. I was thinking about getting a different system to use for here just because these are kind of ugly to me now, but they work for now. So we'll be able to have this as a drop zone for stuff and things. It got really cluttered because this was the only space that we had at our apartment because there was no, let me see. Yeah, there was no closet. So there wasn't anywhere to put stuff other than wherever you had a spot for it. So was that mark already there or did they do that? Movies probably did that. I don't think that was there before. Yeah. This is probably the one spot, one of the one places in the house where we're not doing anything. I kind of feel like it might be cool to paint this entryway a pretty color. Like something bright and dramatic. Just because I've never done anything like that before. So it might be fun to try to do. Whew. We have too much stuff. This is my husband's office. Like I said, he was sick. I said that in the previous vlog, where he was sick, so he kind of hunkered down in here with the flu. This desk, it is not the best desk in the world. You can see it's damaged, it's old, it's scratched up. But we got it off of Facebook Marketplace. And then it has another piece that goes into an L so that he'll be able to have multiple surfaces in here, but still in progress. This is his paint stuff. I think I'll move that. I think I've mentioned before, I've kind of gone back and forth about whether or not we're keeping this. My husband's kind of over wood paneling because he had that in the home he lived in before we got married. But I kind of like it now, like it's growing on me. If we do paint it, it's gonna be like a sage green, something. But if we don't paint it, then we'll just leave it like this. And I kind of feel like, we can live with it for a while, see how we feel. Like I already know how he feels. He's gonna be like, yeah. But his dad said it was real. He said it's like real pine paneling. So I'm interested. I'm intrigued because it feels very, like I think I said before, it kind of feels kind of cave-like, but that can also be kind of cozy. And if we paint it, we paint it. We're not going back. We're not undoing it. So I don't really want to do something that's kind of not permanent, but basically permanent. All right, I'm standing in our primary bedroom right now. This is probably going to be the first room that we do projects in, which project number one, probably the floor, which my dad, he is going to see if he can find someone who, or a company that has a, like the lock click flooring, which is what we were originally going to go with. But when we were looking on our own at, like, you know, the big box stores, they kind of want a lot of money for that. It would be about $2,000 to do all of the square foot that we're trying to do. So he is looking to see if possible he can get a wholesale deal or something or other, because he's got that connect. We will need to paint in here. Like, I can see a couple of spots. I don't know if it's going to show up, but like here, if I turn on the light, I don't know. You can kind of see it on the camera. Looks like where they tried to do some patchwork and maybe just paint it with whatever. But you can see the walls kind of dinged and scratched in a few places. Nothing super major that's gonna, you know, keep me up at night, but painting here eventually. I wanted to do pink, either like a light dusky pink or something deep and dramatic. I'm not sure. So again, that's another reason why we haven't painted, because I'm indecisive about what I want to do. And then also this light here. All right, yeah. So this ceiling fan light, right? Clicked it on. We think this is one that has a remote, but we don't have the remote. The remote is missing, so we would need to get a new kit for it, basically, which should have the remote with it, so that we can actually, you know, turn the light on and off. Right now, it's just a ceiling fan because we don't have the switch. And then anything else in the primary? Oh, look at that. Got some clothes and things in there. Some of my stuff is on the floor. That's not good. Yeah. She sleeps so good in here. But yeah, paint in there or two eventually, I guess. But it's a closet, so I'm not that concerned with painting a closet. You see the nails around the corner of the room. Still needs to be gotten up so that they can put the flooring down. And then this is our bathroom. Linen closet in the bathroom. Insane. Insane. I've never had that, actually. My parents don't even have that. What is this? Luxury. And the medicine cabinet. Are you kidding? And then this mirror, I do want in place because it's like coming apart right there in the corner. And also, I just don't like it that much. It doesn't feel like, it just feels like it's just kind of there. And then this is our shower, which is perfectly good and fine. The only problem in here is that there is no vent hood, so we will need to install one. And again, I might paint. I don't know what I want to paint, so. Yes, I mean. Okay, so since I'm here waiting for my friend to come back, I figured I would try to do a little thing. I took a nail out. I'm so glad I didn't wear flip-flops over here. Okay, I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna get off camera and keep doing this, but that's really easy. This will help just a little bit. I really hope that I'm not messing up the flooring, because I actually took up a couple of chunks when I took the nail out. So hopefully that's okay, and that's normal, and that's how it's supposed to go. The mattress is right here, so I'm not gonna be able to get to that because I can't. Right, right there. I'm not gonna be able to move that, so I can only go so far from the perimeter because baby wearing, weight training.
Yeah. I gave him all my leads.
All right, my husband's here. He's on the phone, so I'm letting him sweep up and handle that back there. And I'm standing in our laundry room, which on the other side of this wall is a storage unit thing on the back of the house. And I asked my dad if it was feasible or if it made sense to knock out this wall and expand the space so we have a little bit more room and we can do like a butler's pantry laundry room situation. He says it's not really worth it. So we'll hold off on that. We will see. Um, like we're gonna live with the space as it is right now, um, and see what changes we want to make over time. There's no big rush to do that. There's no reason to add that expense right now. We've owned this house for a couple of weeks now, but this is probably maybe my fifth time being in here, even though I've been staying 3 houses down. I just haven't been able to get over here with the babies. One thing I love about this neighborhood is how quiet it is. It is so quiet. We lived in basically an apartment complex before, and it was so noisy. The walls were so thin. You had neighbors on either side. Fortunately, one neighbor, um, they were usually almost always gone because they worked like on a barge or an oil rig or something, so they were very rarely there. And one of them, he was pretty quiet. He was pretty quiet, and his roommate was the loud one. Um, but they weren't there that often, so it was okay. But like outside the apartment, you can hear people, you can hear their music, you can hear their cars, you can hear their alarms going off. And there's not really that here. Like there's some dogs, but they don't like bark through the night or anything. And they're roosters, which they're far enough away that they don't bother us. And then there are kids here. There are kids in this neighborhood who actually go outside and play. And there were kids at the old place too. But again, it's basically like they're in your front yard. And with the kids at the old place, there wasn't anywhere for them to play really. Like there was a space on the back of the complex that was basically a green space, and it had the most pitiful little swing set that I've ever seen in my entire life. It was depressing, really. So, so we didn't really have outside space there. And think about a house. Generally, you get outside space, and we have that here. And I love that. I love that we can go outside, we can have our own space, it's private. My baby can wander around and explore. We need to put up a fence so she can explore safely. My brother has a fence already, but we're going to put up a privacy fence because the neighbor on that side has a German Shepherd who hasn't jumped the fence yet, but he definitely could if he wanted to. It's just the fact that he doesn't want to. And the neighbor over there, they have 3 dogs, but they're like older, little, squat, fat dogs, so we're not concerned about them. But they do have a pool, so we don't necessarily want to see them hanging out in their pool when it's warmer out. But right now, I'm just waiting for my friend to get back. My husband left. He is going to go to our apartment and clean up, pick up a sectional for my sister. My sister is selling her sectional for $50, which is great. It's a few years old. She has cats recently, and she has 2 boys. So I'm sure it's a little bit worn, but we have 2 girls. It's not like we're trying to get something really fantastic, and we'll get something else eventually down the line. It's fine. Someone's alarm is going off now, and I was just talking about how quiet it is. But I'm just enjoying the space, enjoying the quiet, enjoying being here, watching the light, how it plays into the room. It's a gray day, so it's not like super sunny or anything. But I'm just sitting in the stillness and the quiet with my baby. She said, "Don't bother me." With this being my husband's space, it's basically gonna be whatever he wants to do in here. Um, this room does not have a light fixture. Like that was not something that they included because this is an older house. That light switch controls the power in the room for like lamps and whatever. So you would hit that and turn on the lamps. His daddy is an electrician, so when we are ready to do that, he's gonna put the light thingy run it through there. One thing that I want to do is I want to do a Q&A, a 202 Q&A, a postpartum Q&A. So if you have questions, you can ask them in the comments below, but I don't anticipate getting a whole lot of questions from people because my channel is not that big. I don't have, like a huge audience or whatever. So I'm probably going to come up with questions of my own and just do like a Q&A as if someone did ask me, or common questions that come up or that I have or that I think people would have. So if you have any and you're watching this, you can comment below. And if this is in the future, after I've already posted the Q&A, which I might do a series about different aspects, like moving with 202, having 202, postpartum, just stuff and things and whatever. I don't know, maybe do a series. I like to watch Q&As, so I'm distracted with the view out my window. Like, it's not like it's of houses. It's literally houses and trees and yards and things. And I just am really happy with finally being in our house, with having a house, having a space that I can make for my family. I'm just really grateful and thankful to God that we got to hear. It's amazing. What's that song? There's a song. There's a song by Maverick City. I thank the Master. I thank the Savior. I thank God.